energetic. I got a short leave after a period of long time of hard work, isn't it? Yeah, but I believe we are going to even grow even bigger and bigger and bigger. How many people would like to become very good at sharing your story? Everyone, isn't it? There are those whose hands are down, so I don't know if they have understood this statement. It is showing how to have effective testimonials. I didn't say how to share your story well, no. It is how to have in your team effective testimonials. Just imagine, even here at Udo House, we have some testimonies, but we don't have very many effective testimonials. That's why this topic is here, so that we can have people able to share their stories effectively and we get better results. I've seen so many people when they are sharing their story, they are trying to do it their own way, or maybe they tell lies, or maybe they share someone else's success as their success. Now, all that will stop when we learn how to have effective testimonials. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. I shared with you one time, I got a chance when I was still a young person. I don't know who is about 23 years. Anyone is 23 or 22 or 23. Anyone is 22, 23. Ruth, there's someone here, there's a young man. I was just waiting for a man. Yeah, we have the ladies and we have the men. So at that age, like he is, I traveled to Cape Town to attend a conference for my first year campaign. And during that time, I wasn't prepared. I just said, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to have stories from all over Africa. And to start with, we are going to call the director of sales in East Africa for that company. And he called him, he reached the stage, and the first person he called to tell their story was myself. And I was so shocked because this was Cape Town, not Ginger. It was Cape Town, not Imari. It was Cape Town, not Kampala. But to make it worse, it's not just Cape Town. It is diamond meeting. The diamonds were front. These are big guys. And they are not just big guys, they were old in age. I was 23. The youngest diamond was about 35. So they were much older than me. Most of them were 60, 70, and they have achieved a lot of success. They are billionaires. And now I'm the one who inspired them. Now, most people, if you were given such a chance, you would want to learn. Let me show I have a house. Let me show I have a car. I didn't show anything. I just shared my story. And I started off by sharing with them my background that I'm going to share with you. Where do I come from? What has happened to me? What has been my situation? What led me to network marketing? Why am I passionate about this industry? And I finished. But all the people spoke from all over Africa, even those who have achieved big things, they did not inspire like I did. And that's when I started discovering that I'm doing a good job. When you share the story, you also feel it that you are touching someone else. But when you share someone else's success as your success, you're finished. And even people can tell, and even distributors, there are distributors who are used to lying, so they will clap for you. I don't know if you're getting it. But distributors who know that now that's not your story, you're lying us, they will not clap. I don't know if you're getting it. There is a team that used to be our former company, I want to mention, that was led by a friend of ours who kept telling lies and lies and lies. I don't know where he is now. I don't know. It's maybe some people, but it ended up in big trouble. So when you're sharing the story, you don't need to tell a lie, you just need to stick to what you have gone through, your background. And what challenges mostly is your background, what you have gone through, how you got to know the company. So let's look at this. Do you like how it starts? Do you like it? Do you like it?
Yes.
Packaging your story. You need to learn how to package your story. How do I package my story? You can package it in the right way or in the wrong way. but this is how you package it in the right way. There is a saying in our profession, facts tell and stories sell. We can share facts and figures about the business until we are blue in the face. So the reason that's why we need to learn how to have effective testimonials is because facts will tell, people will listen to you telling the facts, even if you turn blue or if you are brown, you turn dark, but still you won't inspire. People will not be motivated to do it because there is no testimonial. But something magical happens when people emotionally connect to our stories and experiences. Something magical happens when people start connecting to your stories and experiences. I will tell you the truth, Farida now learned how to share a story. You can clap for her. Yes, it's exactly. It's one of the effective testimonials we have here. But you see, before Farida learned how to share her story, she was not connecting with you. I don't know if you're getting me. You talk and talk, even though you sell a lot of products, but you won't touch people. But when you start sharing where you came from, your background, and now the situation that happened, and now how you want to know about network marketing, did you reject it? Did you accept it? You don't need to lie. If you accepted it, immediately say it. If you rejected it, say it. Is it clear? Okay. Now, personally, I say, I believe that it's really important that you take time to work with your team on developing their personal business story. So this is not about you, it's about your team. And I believe everyone who is in this training, at least will have one down, at least. So, personal business story, but you're also going to look at a company story. You need to share two, your personal and the company story. And if you can, if you have enough time, you can now share other people's stories, but it doesn't make sense so much. I don't know if you're getting me. Yes. What makes sense so much in the beginning is your personal story and your company story. Your story about how you formed the business and what it is doing for you. First of all, we will look at how to craft it. But you will learn how to share your story, how you formed the business. What were you doing? How did you find the business? Someone told me, I got to know about the business because someone advertised in the newspaper. It's good, but it's also wrong. Because the person will think for them to get business, they have to advertise in the newspapers. Does it make sense? When I go to Arua in a few days from now, I told them, I'm sincere, I can't go to the radio station, but I will not talk about the meeting. I will just talk about the brand of OQATA. I will just talk about our first year anniversary celebration. I will make people want to know what is this OQATA. I will make them inviting easy. Soon we shall go on the television. I can't wait. I don't know if it will happen on anniversary or after, but I believe very soon. But when we go on television, we are going to tell people come to our meetings at the house. Never. We are going to talk about the brand. We are going to talk about if it is a product, we will talk about the product. And then when they say, where do we get this product? Say we have distributors everywhere. Just you will get the distributor. If you find them, they will give you the products. Because if we tell them our office, they will all come and buy, you won't get customers. It makes sense. So, it is something you can share at meetings, events, and your business launch. It's your story. Your story is what you can share in business meetings and at events and at business launch. When you're starting a team, like I saw some people in Moima, that is like, it could be the first meeting in Moima that I know. Maybe others have it, but I don't know them. I don't know if you're getting me. So, that meeting is like a launch in Moima. You need to tell your story. You don't need to be successful to tell your story. You just need to know how to share your story. Does that make sense? Yes. You don't need to wait for a lot of success. You don't need to wear so smartly to share your story. You can share your story even when you are in a matatu or a taxi. You can share your story everywhere. Storytelling format. Now this is the work. This is the work. Now this is what we are going to write about. As you write, Philip, be Philip, not just write, Philip. Who are you? Who are you? Sometimes I get a challenge. I tell leaders to come here and maybe do a business training, or they are inviting someone. I tell them, just introduce yourself. You know what they do? They talk about their income story. That's why I challenge leaders to attend trainings. And I hope we are really learning. Because if they call you, let's say I am in a big event at Serena, and no one knows me, I am the host for the event, I will come here and I will say who I am. I will talk about who I am. But I will not go so much into the details, because now I'm the host. Like what Shami was doing, she was the host. I talk about who I am. Now, you cannot affect that in day one. You have to keep doing it all the time. Every time you get a chance to talk here, first introduce yourself. Who are you? Share your background a little about what you do and why you do. My name is Shami Nandaura. I'm sharing the story. Who you are. I'm a mother of how many? You have become 5 or 3. I'm a mother of 3 and married. Because there is a mother who is not married. The making system. So you don't forget that. When you forget it, Shami, a man will approach you and say, I didn't hear you say you are married, so can we continue from here? I don't know if you're getting me. So, who are you? Share your background. Your background, Shami, includes what you were doing before. The challenges, a little bit. Don't tell us all your stories. Some of you are already on Zoom, you don't have to waste more than 3 minutes. You are still talking about who you are. No, it's just a minute. Who you are, share your background, and a little about you. The word is a little about you. Then what you do. So you write it, because I'm going to have 1 or 2, 3 people practice this. Who are you? So you write, who am I? I'm Ruth Narumama Kisik. That's the name. Professionally, I am this and this. Are you a mother? Yes, you mentioned. Are you married? Yes, you mentioned. Are you a stay-home mother? Mention. You're inspiring a stay-home mother. I don't know if it is making sense. There was a meeting at Serena, and it was for mothers, and my wife attended, and she was sharing with me how people share their stories. And it was so inspiring. You know, when someone knows how to share their story, even before the meeting starts, you feel like, wow, the appetite has grown. But if you don't know how to share your story, then you will bore so many people even before the meeting starts. So share your background. Don't waste time. Don't tell us how you used to cheat to see night dancers in your village. Just mention, my village is in Kalongu district, and it is called Bakijura. I used to say when I was growing up at that age, 23, I used to say, I come from a village, in a village. That's where it came from. That's where you see some people are using it. Because I had a good story. I don't know if it's making sense. I come from a village, in a village where there is a villagers meet at lunchtime, discuss village issues as they take the local group, Mara. And my village is in Bakijura, and I marketed it. Everyone in GNB, my first company, got to know Bakijura because of me. Sharing your background. Of course, I didn't grow up from there. I wasn't even born from there, but that's part of my background. If you are from Teso, you mention a little bit. Have you seen very nice comedians and speakers talk a little bit about where they come from? Salvador, saying aloha to us. Like, being passionate when talking about where you come from. People want to know where you come from. That's the first thing. You are from Kabale. Tell us a little bit. Make a joke about the hymns of Kabale. I like what Nicholas Piateva does when he's talking about Kabale. He made me want to see Kabale. Look at Elias and all sharing about his story. There are people I have to remind where you come from when they're on stage here. We stop this before God. Where do you come from? No one even knows. I don't know if you're getting me. Then, a little bit about you and what you do. I'm a lawyer by profession, but if you're not practicing, you mention it because you are scaring people. A lawyer always say, I'm a lawyer by profession, but I have never gotten a chance to practice because actually I did do LDC because of the challenge that came. And that's when I got to know network marketing. Is it making sense? But you have to explain, because if you say you're a lawyer by profession, then people are like, okay, so if I have a case, I go to them. Or I used to work as a lawyer in matching. Is it making sense? I'm a teacher by profession, and those of you who know this kind of school in this area, I was one of the pioneers of that school. My former outline used to say, in 1962, I was in primary 2. And every person will now respect. 1962, he was in primary 2. There's another guy I was listening to, I think at church, who said that in 1989, I got my first job. And I was in 89, I was not even 2 years. I think I was 1 year and a half. 1 year and 3 months. 1 year and 3 months, he was getting his first job. Can I respect that person? Yes. In 1995, mention a little bit of your background. If you are like me who doesn't fear to mention my age, it's okay. 37 years ago, I was born in a village, behind a village. That's how people share their story. Okay? While you were looking for the opportunity, a little background, a little bit about you. That's when you mentioned your challenges. Farida mentions that I graduated and now I had to look for jobs. I did it. And now I went to work in Dubai as a maid. Now that's a little bit. You don't need to tell us that this is what happened. They beat me in Dubai. I came back, my nose was broken. People are not interested in that. They have already had, you worked as a maid. Wow. So you worked as a maid and you know this good. You worked as a maid and you have this good English. Wow. I'm touched. I really think it's making sense. Okay. There is a gentleman who just died in Kenya. He used to share his story. Was your outlet? He used to share his story very well. Whenever we get a microphone, he says, ladies and gentlemen, I am so and so, I'm a police officer. He gets scared. But then he says, but I have connected with people, and he starts sharing his story. What you were looking for. Before I got into this, I was struggling with date after date. That's an example. And I was actually moving from one bank to the other. I borrowed from money lenders until I got tired. You summarize, talk to me, talk to me, service to you. Don't waste a lot of our time. Does it make sense? Everyone has problems. We are not here to listen to problems. Some people think that when you share a broken story, that's when people are inspired. You know. People will cry and they don't do it. Have you seen people cry? Share your story until people cry. You're not here to make people cry. But let them be emotional a little bit and get them out of it. Does it make sense? Emotional a little bit. Oh, hello, I got to know about this opportunity in 2005. But just before my father died. Now don't start saying, my father, please, there are many people who have also lost their fathers. There are others who have lost their mothers. So don't remind people so much. But talk like, when I lost my father, I woke up. I got to understand the value of working hard. You remember Mussolini, when he was sharing this story here, those who were here? It was so lovely. He talked about the hills, he talked about where he grew up, how his father really taught him, and how he moved away. Is it clear? While you were looking for the opportunity, was it a date? Was it you had a job but you were not sure the security was not enough? Was it because your business collapsed and now you were looking for another business? Was it because you were staying abroad, came back, and you were bored, you have money but bored? We had a guy called Kateli. Kateli was a rich man. He's still a rich man. I don't know about him these days, but I believe he's still a rich man. This guy was working in Chugo. it is Hajara, and a few people remember him. He had a lot of money. So whenever he was sharing his story, he would mention how he traveled all over the world just spending money until he realized that it's not motivating him so much. He wanted to also touch other people. You know, when you make money in school, make a lot of it, go, enjoy life, come back, but you're not touching other people's lives. So when he was one time on a flight, he felt like he has a lot of pain in the back. And when he went to the doctors, they diagnosed him with certain back disease. So he started looking for solutions. And one time a young lady approached him in school and passionately shared about the products. Now this guy was looking for, why were you looking for the opportunity? Looking for the way to motivate other people, number one. Number two, he was sick. Now this was an opportunity to help other people become better in health, but also to inspire others who are looking for an opportunity to make money. Because we had the money. Does it make sense? Yes. Okay, so what were you looking for in the opportunity? Why were you looking for it as well? So mention that. Right now, you are writing, but I want you to mention those answers. For you, why did you join us? Why did you join us? If you don't know why you join us, you will never become successful until you discover why. Does it make sense? Why were you looking for the opportunity? Is it because you want to become financially free? Some people explain, I was looking for the opportunity because I wanted to become financially free. The elite will understand that. Those who are not elite will say, what is financially free? So explain it. Break it down. I was having debts. If you didn't have debts, I was making money, but at the end of every month, I was still broke. You know when the month is ending and you're broke, it means you really need more extra income. So, how did you find your business? I got to know about the opportunity when a friend of mine took me out for a cup of coffee. And when we were in that restaurant, it was so expensive, I could not afford. And this person could afford. So I asked my friend, what else do you do? And my friend said, I have a part-time business going on. Can I share more about it? And that's how I got to know about the opportunity. Does it make sense? Yes. So, how you got to know about the opportunity is so important. So you need to share it. Did you get to know the opportunity through Facebook, a friend of yours on Facebook shared with you, or Instagram or Twitter, or someone called you, a stranger, and shared with you? It's also okay, share it. Why did you join? Now we go back. Why we are looking for the opportunity is going to be connected to why you joined. I don't know where that's is it power? Okay. How you formed your business? How did you find your business? Are you ready? I'm going to pick randomly, so you better write. And why did you join? So you have to remind us. Remember, you already told us, I was looking for this opportunity because, I got to start looking for the opportunity of making an extra income. I remember applying for jobs in different places. Now you are telling us why you were looking for the opportunity. Because you wanted extra money. And then, why did you join? Remember I shared with you, I was writing to every company to employ me. I was looking for an opportunity to make money. A friend of mine shared with me this opportunity. So I got started because I wanted to make some extra money to help my family. Does it make sense? So you are connecting why you were looking for the opportunity and why you joined. It is connected. Now, if it is not connecting, your story will not be flowing. I will go back to my early days. Before I got started in network marketing, I was 19 years, about 18 and something when I started my senior six vacation. And when I was in faculties, my father was working in UEB. And at that time, UEB had turned to women. There was a story here, turned to women. So during that time, there were so many people who were laid off including my father. So I realized that the school fees in my senior six, my father borrowed from a friend. And I don't know why I witnessed that. So that sparked me off to start looking for something to do in my vacation so that I prepare for any eventualities. I started baking cakes and cookies, sold to supermarkets, and one day, a friend of mine, he said, "Why you cut it short? I don't need to mention, I sold in Naria, I sold in here, I remember even going up to Weimar, I sold even at the border. If you have a lot of time, let's say I've told you, please tell us in detail your story for 1 hour, you are free. But most times you have 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, then a friend of mine, who is my cousin, invited me for a picnic party. That's how they called it. And I was very excited because it was on a Saturday. I dressed up very well, went to meet them, and they came with a car, a G2, blue in color. When I saw that car, I was so inspired by these young people who are like me driving that car. My first question was, is this car for you? She said, no, my sister bought this car through a business opportunity that we shall talk about later. And we went to this party and everyone who came was talking about the business opportunity. That is where I got started with this opportunity. Now, as I'm sharing with you, I've already told you why I was looking for the opportunity. To make sense. And if you listen very well, I also share why I chose. Is it clear? But because I have not mentioned the word why, I will repeat it. So in my story, I said, why I got started is simply because my friends were making good money that I also needed to prepare for my future because of my dad's misfortune. Does it make sense? So now people remember, I'm reminding them why I was looking for the opportunity. Does it make sense? And the truth is, the honest truth is, I really wanted to make an extra income so that I help my dad on my fees. Does it make sense? Okay, so how we form the business, why we joined, right? What results have you seen? When I was still growing my business, I started selling products. And I saw people buy from me and I get profit. So when I make that profit, I realized every week I can easily make 200,000 or 2,007. That's good money. 200,000, another week 150,000, another week 100,000. Wow! I started seeing myself making extra income, and which was more than what I needed at that time. Does it make sense? Okay. What results do you hope to see? Because I'm new in the business, I have no car, I have no piece of land, I have not bought a suit, I am just making profit to survive. So what I hope to see, I believe that if I continue doing this business, can you just repeat after me what I say? I believe. I believe. No. When we say we believe, we're talking about the future, so they should sit in your eyes and the way you talk and your actions. You don't just say I believe. Okay, let's act it. 1, 2, 3. I believe that with this opportunity, in the next 2 to 3 years, I will drive my car from the university back home. And I kept saying what I hope to see. I just kept saying what I hope to see. I didn't share what is happening and what I hope to see. I share that today, this is what has happened. Today, I get 150,000, but this is what I hope to see. People will actually forget what you have done, and they remember what you hope to see, because that's a dream, that's the future. Does it make sense? Okay. What results you have seen and what you hope to see. And now, let's have our connect. What results you have seen and what you hope to see. How many of us see the future with OQATA? How many of us say that this business has some very good money? I hope I'm going to make this money. But you don't say that in a store. Don't say, I hope I'll make money. No. What has excited you the most? That is what you end with. What has excited you the what excites me. I see myself traveling to Dubai, London, Mauritius through these solutions. Does that make sense? Yeah. What excited me the most? Some people, they still talk about the company here. They say what excited me the most is the medical insurance. Have you seen it? Do you have it? We are going to give it to you. It's a promise. It's part of the promise of the company. But that is not what excited you. We are not excited with what we haven't seen. I don't know if you're getting me. We are excited with what we have seen. Wow! I've seen this and this. What excited me the most is when I visited the office of OQATA WELLNESS SOLUTIONS. Let's say you're from Arua. That's why I'm telling Amos to bring these people for their anniversary. What excited me the most is when we attended a soft launch and I saw a recognition of the top 20. Man, I saw myself on stage. Is it making sense? What excited me the most is when they gave away a car rally for $15,000 to Hajara. I see I'm getting it next. Is it making sense? We are excited with what we have seen, not what the company has promised. I'm telling you the truth. Not what your outline has promised. No, that excitement happened. If I go to school proof, I will take you to London. She's excited. But still, she doesn't believe she goes to London. Does it make sense? Until she sees me take her, then she says, wow! What excited me is when I saw Hilda go to London. I remember my first days in network marketing. I didn't join to travel. I didn't join to travel. I saw people talk about it, I wasn't inspired. Because I didn't think about it. Me, I wanted just money. I have money here, money in the wallet, money in this pocket and this pocket, and I go out with my friends to a big passion. That is what motivated me. At that age, at 19, I wasn't thinking of a car travel. No, I was just thinking, can I get some money? And I called my friends and I want paid a week. That's what motivated me. That's why when I saw Victoria, my aunt, paid a bill in a restaurant. You know which restaurant it was? Chicken Tonight, girls. Chicken Tonight. She paid and she gave me a big chicken with chips. And I looked at her and I said, I wish I had to I'm also buying for myself. That is what motivated me. So when someone excited me the most, I have what I have seen. What excited you the most? You have already talked about why you were looking for the opportunity, how you found it, why you joined it, what results you have seen, and now what excites you. What excites you is what you have seen others enjoy. You haven't enjoyed it, but it excites you. It could also be what you have experienced the mostly. That, wow, what excites me the most? I qualified among the top 20 rewarded, and they took me to Fontis Residence Restaurant. Do you know where it is? Now we are talking to someone in Arua. You are telling them Fontis Restaurant. How much when you are in Arua? That's what it is. You qualified, and you are at Fontis Restaurant. I don't know if that's what excited you, but Margaret from Ajumani, what excited her in her entire life, she had never been on a boat cruise. And that day she sat, she was smiling, I was wondering, who you know? I was wondering, why is this lady so excited? She said, I have never enjoyed this in my life. Wow! So for her, that's what excited her the most. It is not others check, it is that. So it could be your personal experience, but mostly other experiences in the industry. Does that make sense? Okay. So can we repeat? Let's bring together as we are going to say something. Share your background. It is about you, what you do then. How do you find your business? And hope to see. Don't forget hope to see. People, we may mention what you have seen to Mr. Kateni, who is a billionaire. And we are talking about $1 million. Let me tell you the truth. There are people who are not touched by even $4,000. There are people who are not touched. That's why if I'm you and I'm earning $4,000, it can excite in the village. It can excite among these young people who have not seen money. But there are people who have seen $4,000 per hour. you will say, when you're meeting such a person, talk about experiences that excited you connected with that person. What excited me the most is when I gave muscle bone care to my mother, and after 3 days, the back pain was normal. They will start thinking, because that's not what they may be having a challenge with health. Does it make sense? So don't go with the same way of talking to everyone. You are finished. You are what? Finished. It could be a kind of boat, and that is what excites you, but it doesn't excite you. Does it make sense? So when you're sharing, you share, okay, what excited me the most is when I bought my first car. I know this may not be what may excite you, but for me it excited me the most. I believe in the future I'm going to drive a GL. Now discussing it. I thought this is what you would directly know. I will drive a GL. One of my neighbors, when they saw me constructing my house, I think they were feeling bad. Because when you build in the countryside, you meet neighbors who are villagers. So when you construct very fast, they feel bad. So one time, there was something that was happening near my area. So I told him, please reach this way. He said, so you have plans of buying a bigger car, like the big house? I said, yes. In fact, in the next few years, I will drive a big car. That's what people fear. What you have achieved is okay, that's what you have achieved. But I think you are dying there. Does it make sense? So talk about what you hope to see. Before we continue, may I have one person go through this very fast in less than 2 minutes? One person volunteer before I leave. Yes, here you can. Very fast. Who you are, share your background, anything about you, what you do, why you were looking for the opportunity, how you formed it, what you enjoyed, what results you have seen, what do you hope to see, what has excited you. Let's start.
Professionally, I'm an economist, and I come from born and raised in Japan. So, when I finished my studies, I traveled to the UK. I did a lot of things in the UK. I made a lot of money in the UK. I was young, decided to come back to Kampala here, excited about different business opportunities that I was introduced to. I did a lot of things, but all my money that I made vanished. Because the businesses I was investing my money in, I didn't have a clue about running them. They were traditional businesses, and I had to be involved like 24 hours in order for me to make money. So all the money that I had made vanished. I was a young girl. I had seen it all. I had traveled around. I don't know how many times I've been on a plane. So I had seen it all. So when my money vanished, I remembered the good old days that I had. The time I saw this opportunity, someone invited my sister, went to see the opportunity. I had negative attitudes about this industry, but I didn't know what it entailed. But then when I saw the opportunity, I got excited. Something was, awoken in me, and I remembered the good old days when I had money. And that is the reason as to why I started this business. So, how did I join? I didn't even have that money. Remember, I told you I had money before. I didn't have that money. I borrowed money to start this business because I saw where it was going to take me. So, what have I seen? Among the two important things I've seen in this opportunity that have, the results that I've seen, first and foremost, my attitude towards life has changed because of the different trainings I've attended in this business. Secondly, I've made a money also. I told you I'm a mother of a son, I'm a 19-year-old son, and why do I do this business passionately? Because there are many things I've promised my son, but I haven't done what I haven't fulfilled. So with this opportunity, I believe I'm going to fulfill it, especially with this company. So what excites me me in this business is I'm a pioneer of a mega company. When I think of the fact that I'm a pioneer in this company, I'm like, by the time the world wakes up, they're going to be my network. Who is going to stop me to fulfill my son's dreams? Who is? That excites me, and that's what every time I wake up and I know that I'm a pioneer, I'm getting excited to do this. What do I want to see in this business? I'm going to take my son to one of the best universities. Told you, I went to the UK, I had my son in the UK. My son shouldn't study in a university. He's a British-born university and international university, and I believe this opportunity is going to make me fulfill that dream. So every time I wake up, that excites me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Just a few corrections by Shaitan. Let's laugh. There is one thing that is not indicated here, but you should not miss it. When did you get started in network marketing? There is one, there is also when, and we always say 18 years ago, 17 years ago. So it shows someone when we started. Does it make sense? Eh? So when we started, it's good. And when she says she has made money in network marketing, is because she's not talking her OQATA story. She's talking her network marketing story. Does it make sense? Eh? Okay. Now, the other thing, when we say we have made money, then someone starts to think how much. Does it make sense? Eh? How much have you earned? And also, sometimes you don't want to measure how much you have earned to everyone. So this is how you can craft it. That through this opportunity with network marketing, now we are sharing network marketing story. Through the industry with network marketing, I've managed to pay most of my big bills. Imagine paying my son's school fees, even if we moved from London. But even here where we are, I've been able to manage because of this opportunity. So you're not measuring how much, but you're showing people what the money is doing. Does that make sense? Through this opportunity, I started building my village our own. You're not measuring how much, you're showing what you're doing. Through this opportunity, imagine last December, we went to Masai Mara for Christmas. Imagine, so those are the few collections that you're doing very well. And then, when we say what results you have seen, immediately say what you want to see. I hope to take my son to the British University because that's where he belongs. Does it make sense? And it is this opportunity. And then when we say what excites you, stop there. Don't add on. What excites me is because I'm a pioneer of this opportunity. I see the whole world coming below my network. If I can do it, you can do it. So you don't aim by low tone, you aim with high tone. Does it make sense? Okay, we may not have another person saying my time is gone, but you are learning how to craft your story. I encourage the distributors who are leading a team of at least 3 and above. Sit with them today. Whenever you attend training, don't just have finished that one. I will attend the next one. Before the day ends, sit with 3 of your downlines and craft their story. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. An example of a business story. Let's read it together. This is an international one, but let's read it together. 1, 2, 3.
I want to try my graduate. Looking for extra income as my job.
Okay, let's read in English. 1, 2, 3.
I want to try my graduate. Looking for extra income as my my friend introduced me to the business. What initially attracted me was the ability to supplement my income in my private hours around my needs for my family and classroom.
There is a comma, there is a full stop. Your story should have commas, should have full stop, should have some other explanations. You should just read the story. Share the story so that people feel like you are talking to them. Does it make sense? So let's read where there is a comma, we put a comma. Is it clear? Yes. 1, 2, 3.
I was looking for extra income as my job stability was really suffering from the economy. My friend Chris introduced me to the business. What initially attracted
They have shared what they hope to see. What do they hope to see? I'm on track to match my teaching income by the end of the year. Does it make sense? It's a simple, no hype, nothing. Like they are showing a real testimony. No hypes. Some people come here and say they are a teacher by trade, and now they say that, imagine in 3 months I'm now rich. First go and Google what rich means before you come and say it here. Is it making sense? Is it making sense? Be very careful. Share your story the way it is. But aim with talking about what excites you. This business, that's what excites them. It's providing the security that our family needs. What excites you shouldn't be so. It can be your experience like this. It can be my experience like Daniel. It could be Hajara's testimony. It could be a recognition when you attended. Is it making sense? Okay, but I like this testimony. That's why we use it as an example. So what happens when you share your story? What happens when you share your story? Is it people clapping? Useless. In fact, when you share your story and people are clapping so much in between, it's useless. Maybe you are just exciting them. Maybe you are a comedian. I don't know if you are getting me. I used to share my story, no one is clapping, everyone is quiet, and after my story, people clap while standing. Can you try to clap? 1, 2, clap, clap, and just stand. If it is standing ovation, a standing ovation, no one tells you to stand. People stand slowly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's start. No, not like that. When people are excited and happy with your story and they are touched, they clap and they stand slowly. Before you reach the whole crowd at school. 1, 2, 3, let's clap. I have not seen that at OQATA. I have not seen it. Either people are so good at sharing their stories and you don't like what they are sharing, or no one is sharing a good story. I don't know if you are getting me. So when you share a story and you go up to 1 hour and you are closing the meeting, it's not you are not motivated, you are actually demotivated already. 1 hour sharing your story, please like it, don't like it, I've told you. If you go beyond 20 minutes, you are still talking, you are now useless, you are no longer useful. Okay? Sorry if I've mocked you. 20 minutes, you are still talking about yourself, you are finished. 20 minutes, you are repeating. They have called you to close and you are repeating what others presented already. You are taking us back. Please, talk about the lifestyle flower points. No, just talk about your experience. What is your experience with flower points? What is your experience? What do you hope to see? I hope to get a house award in the next 5 years. Is it making sense? Yes. Don't explain to us that what motivated me is because flower points. You are demotivated, you are boring. In fact, if you're on Zoom, people start leaving. In fact, me when I'm the host, I say, I leave. Hold. And if you're not mistaken, I will end the call. Tell your neighbor. So boring gas. Share the story with passion and energy and end it when people still want to listen to you. What happens when you share a story? Let's read it because it's asked for when you share. With conviction. That is what this with Madam Hilda. With conviction, we need to feel it. We need to leave the room thinking about it. What do people think about after they marry someone? Their character, how they are dancing, how they are excited, that's what people remember. People don't remember how much money. No, it is good. Is it making sense? Yes. But people remember how this person was here 54. Oh, they don't remember. So conviction that there is a Nigerian who told me, and that's why I never spoke stop talking about diamond because they mentioned it. Someone else said, but diamond never talks about diamond. I said, okay. Another one said, but whenever you say diamond, I profit. I said, it is sense. I don't know if you're getting me. Conviction, don't worry if they don't like what you share. Don't worry, most distributors, they don't like it. It's up to them. Share a story, with conviction, 5 minutes, you are done. Can you say 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Okay, let's go. And it is 5 minutes when you have results to talk about. So don't finish the 5 minutes when you have no results. Okay, one more time.
When process share a story
With conviction, that will be what moves them to want to learn more and find out how it can change their life too. Make sure you smile, exude energy and excitement. First of all, some people are sharing their story here. It's like they have forced them with a bad point at the back. That's why, come to manager, that's why I don't like giving people a microphone. If you have noticed, I give you a mic, I hold one. When I see you are not on track, hey, sorry, can you give the mic to another person? Sorry. Because you are wasting our time. They come here, they stand, they are grooming, they forget about excitement, then they say, my name is Jimmy. I come from Bakiji Rakalungu, Masaka, and I was born a help my forehead. It's already boring, now they break it to handle a phone call. So, and don't use big words like I know or I wish. No! When you're talking what you hope to see, forget the word hope. You know, okay, I'm going to talk about what I hope to see, but now we say, I am so excited about the future with OQATA because in the next 5 years, I am sure I will enter my own home. Is it clear or not clear? Okay, and now use strong statements like, let's read it together, with this business. Let's start. Like that. Okay, we are planning to. Let's say you are the team leader of another team. I know Game Changers is very big here. With this business as our team Game Changers, we are planning to even open a great office in Dubai. But you see, you are showing what is going to happen in the future. And I highly recommend working on your story as you begin making your calls to people on your list. Send it to your sponsor for review. Practice, then you'll be ready to roll. If your sponsor, what they mean by the word sponsor, they mean a hardworking and someone who is coaching and mentoring you. Don't just give it to someone who brought you the business if they are not active. Does it make sense? Someone who is really mentoring and coaching you is your sponsor. Practice, then you will be ready to roll. Practice and practice and practice. We used to talk before a mirror, we put a mirror and we talk. There is a time Mr. Andrew, who is my mentor in another project where we started from, he told me you're going to speak at Serena. And that time, now Serena, maybe it is not a big deal. But Mr. Armstrong, at that time, in 2008, Serena Hotel with Rollins, and one of the speakers I practiced before the dinner. When we are going to do recognition with Raleigh, I told people practice, and some people were like, why should we practice? Because they are not, you know, when you're a good speaker, you know that practice is important. Even the president practices. But poor speakers will say, why should we practice? I know it all. You know what? Practice. Practice. Before I came here, I practiced what I'm going to train you. I practiced. I keep mentioning it. I said, this is how I do it. This is how I do it. I've been speaking for about 17 years. From the time I came 1 year in the network market, I came on stage. I've never left the stage. But I still practice. There are times it was Les Brown, who said that he gets a fear, stage fear, every time they are calling his name to speak. And he keeps saying, I can do it more, I can do it better, I can do it better. I don't think now he does it. But those days when he was becoming a great speaker, he still had stage fear. I don't know if you're getting me. Okay. So, people will start believing in the company and they want to learn more because of your story that you have shared with conviction. Share your company story. Share your company story. Now we have finished personal story. Now we are going to the company story. And I've said with the 4 P's, what should the tune is when you're talking about your company? With the 4 P's, now for those who are going to close the meeting, this is what you should write. All the leaders, the platinums, the emeralds, the brass, you yourself, when you are going to close the meeting, never miss this. And you are going to see, that's why I stopped closing the meeting like, I don't know how many months. Maybe 2, 3 months I'm not closing the meeting. Because as a company executive, this is what we aim at. Does it make sense? But you can also use it when you're closing the meeting, because they have said, share your company story. They have not said, share your company story only when you're VP. No, share your company story, all of us. I may do it different from you, but you will still do it. The first one, 4P. P number 1, partnership. Talk about the company you have joined and why it will be a great deal for your prospects. Don't just share features of the company, share benefits to your prospects and why they will be a great fit for this company. So you are closing, you are sharing the story, and now you are sharing the company story. Don't share company and then your story. No, your story and then the company. I partnered up with this great company. These people preach the word of God. They first share their story. And then after sharing their story, they say, I partnered up with this great man of God. And they talk about the man of God, and they talk about the church they go to, and then you feel like I want to be part of this church. Does it make sense? The same applies to us. Talk about the company you have joined, and why it will be a great fit for your prospects. That fit is there. Don't just share features of the company. Share benefits to your prospects and why they will be a great fit. Does it make sense? And we finish sharing the story, and now this is when we talk about the benefits. Do you remember the previous speaker? Are you seeing what I'm doing? Do you remember the previous speaker? He talked about the lifestyle. Let me assure you, you are here to assure us, Farida. You are here to assure us as guests. Let me assure you, don't be here all the time you're closing your ear. You move towards them. Let me assure you that if you be a part of this company, we will take you everywhere. I believe that whatever the previous speaker said, you are going to experiment it. Everyone here. So, share benefits. But don't repeat the presentation. No. Don't show us the slides of Rama. No. Just mention a few. And then move to the products. Share your own results. That let me tell you. Imagine before I got started with these products, I was feeling like this. But after using these products, this is how I feel. We have a great deal at OQATA. The foundation is solid. You should be a part of this company. Then, don't talk about the ingredients. You are closing a meeting and you are mentioning, you can go here. I think Mr. Armstrong missed out the senior Cambodia. I will tell them to add it there. Why do you think we did put the ingredients? We put benefits of the product. It is not here because guests are not interested in that. They are interested in what the product will do. Simple. Does it make sense? Now you go to the program. So you mentioned, you know partnership. Then you know the products. Then you know the program and the pay plan. You remember the previous speaker talked about the money. Remember during the presentation, left to right, the guest is like this. Can we be together? Left to right. And the way the distributors are shouting, yes, power, left. So the guest is this company has a lot to pay. Share what support they will get from you as our team. So let me assure, this is the company office, so we don't need to say our team because the team is smaller than the company. Does it make sense? So here, you just share that the company is going to support you. The people who introduce you to this opportunity are going to give you the support. We work as a team. Does it make sense? But if you have your team meeting, let's say game changers, you can say that our team game changers has a unique support system. We will train you, we will nurture you, we will make you successful in this company. Does it make sense? Share how the business model works and why network marketing works. You are closing to say, this industry is one of the best industries I have ever seen. Just imagine how we make money in this industry. It's just by leveraging on other people's efforts. Remember the previous speaker. It's making sense. And now we move on. Unless asked, instead, share how the extra income and incentives could benefit their life. Don't share numbers. What we mean here. Why network marketing works and how money is made. You don't need to mention a lot about figures and numbers unless they ask that. But instead, share how the extra income and incentives will benefit them. And then, positioning and timing. You have had Hajj mention this. Positioning and timing. Create the urgency. This is the time. The best time to join OQATA Wellness Solution was when it started on 1st July. But there is also another best time. Guess what? Now! Now is the best time. Because if you start now, the company is just growing. If you start now, we are not yet even 1 year. We are just about to celebrate 1 year. If you start now, you are going to have a lot of people joining under your network because that's how we are structured. We are binary. Is it making sense? And we are now expanding in your market. Let's say you're in Alua, Amos. We are now expanding in your market. You have a training center in Alua. Mention it. You may be at an event at Tropical Suits, and that's not where you meet. And because of this, we have also opened a simple training facility where we will guide you in your free time. Don't forget that. Don't say come there from morning to evening. People are working. And across the country, you are in Alua, but you're mentioning across the country. We are having a good support system. Mention about your upline, who opened the center in Kabale. Mention about your upline, who mentioned the center in Ginger. Imagine all that will benefit us because we are one team. So the person seated may be in your presentation in Alua, but they come from Kisoro. And now you mentioned that yesterday, we even had a meeting in Kisoro. That's why it is good to make sure when you are coming to speak, you say, may I see the people who have been invited here for the very first time? We have people from Kisoro, yes. Kabala, Oima. So that when you are closing, you emphasize the support system in their regions. Does it make sense? And then, I would love for you to take the lead as we launch your area. You can also create urgency by sharing new product launches. Make sure that this coming July, our CEO is going to launch new products. We don't only have 9, there are others that are coming. Does it make sense? And why the time is now, of course we have mentioned. The 50/50 is just about the benefits the prospect is going to get from the company. And we have mentioned most of them, but why I say the 50/50, you just re-emphasize the benefits. Does it make sense? And at that, you close the meeting. But most people, we have not been doing it right. You share the opportunity, your story. After sharing the story, you repeat the presentation. Then from repeating the presentation, you force people to join. I know we create a sense of urgency, right? But we need to show them by talking about positioning and timing. That's why they have to start now. There's no better time. This is the time for you to start. You may do a simple recognition. May I see those interested to join our business? It's good. May I see my show of hands? And someone will put up their hand. Or no one will put. If no one puts up their hand, it's You say, thank you very much for listening to us. You may turn to the person who invited you. They will answer most of your questions. Bye-bye. Don't say, how come there is no one whose hand is up? Maybe the presenter was a bad one. No, it's just a bad day. I don't know if you are getting me. It may not even be a bad day, maybe a fear to put up their hands. So make sense. That's why we say, turn to the person who invited you, and then we end. The challenge I leave for you. Share your story to everyone. Share it with everyone. That is the practice you are going to do. Share, 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 share. Practice, 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 practice. Practice, 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 practice. Can you say practice?
Practice.
Can you say practice?
Practice.
Can you say practice?
Practice.
Can you say practice?
Practice.
Can you say that when you feel you are good, practice?
Practice.
Even when you feel you are the best, do what? Practice. Practice and practice and practice. Every joke that John S. Austin uses in his church, he knew he's about to say it because he practiced. I don't know if you are getting me. Even just a joke, you practice that this is the joke I'll put here, this is what I'll do, and here this is what I'll do. But if you don't practice, you're in trouble. Educate your team how to share both personal and company story. Our company, our leadership, you may mention a little bit more than what I've put here. But make sure you are very brief. And let's look at the quote for today. It's a powerful one. Let's read it together. No. Someone say I'll go first. There is
no greater agony than bearing.
Let's read it again.
There is no greater agony
Than bearing a told story inside of you. And this is by Maya and Lee. Like there is no greater agony than bearing that untold story inside of you. You feel you want to talk, but you are not given a chance. You are not given a chance because you don't give yourself a chance also. Don't say, don't give me a chance to speak here. This is not for trying. So many things. You must speak first to your downlines, you speak to your prospects, people see you from the circle, they identify you, they bring you here. So making sense. And actually, anyone who wants to speak on stage, the truth is, it's just that we're a new company, but in the future, results are low. So making sense. It is results to speak here. You should not even be motivated to speak here when you have no results. You should even say, let me get results and speak. Does it make sense? But in your team, speak. In your circle, speak. In your online meeting, speak. Then people will identify you that when you share your story with passion, you should be standing here to share your story. I would like to end there, and I wish you a great week. Today's Monday. I believe by the time the week ends, I don't know if you set targets for the week, that this week I want to earn this much, either in profit or in binary, because most people are still earning binary, and actually that's one paid almost weekly plus binary check cash. So set a target of how much you want to earn, and let's see people winning. And for the teams, the small teams, set targets as a small team on how you want to grow. If you realize yourself as the same people, every day there is something wrong. There should be new faces introduced on a daily basis. And our CEO had a video. I don't know what gift, but he will give it himself. He had a video.